Hello everyone and welcome to a new series I'm starting on this channel. This is Gachiakuta, is I believe what it's called. I will give you the context going into this. If you're new to this channel, hi, I'm Jent. I hope you enjoy my videos and my vibe. I will give you context going into this of like what I know about this series. I'll also say I was going to do, in this time slot, I was gonna do the new Rascal series. Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus, I think. I have put that series on hold for now because I realized I'm not caught up on that series. I realized I have not seen, there are 3 movies. I thought I was caught up because I had seen 1 movie. I didn't realize I didn't remember that there were 2 other movies after that. So I'm not caught up on that series. Like, I don't have time right now to watch 2 movies before watching that episode. So that's on hold. I hope to do that in the future, maybe, because I do like that series. But for now, we're doing Gachiakuta. Now, also, since this is a very busy week or 2 for my channel where I'm starting a bunch of new series, I am kind of testing out to see which series are worth keeping on the channel. So the way, if you like this reaction, if you want to see more of me watching Gachiakuta, make sure to support the video as best you can. Watch the full video if you can, like the video, and comment. Let me know in the comments that you want more. Let your voice be heard, because I do genuinely, like, if I see, oh, people are commenting that they want to see more of this, then I go, in my head when I'm making my schedule, I go, well, people were saying they wanted more Gachiakuta, so I'll keep that on the schedule, because it's a decent chance that I'm gonna have to drop off a couple shows in the coming weeks, and it just depends on what people want to see. So make sure to let me know. Now, context going into this, I'll do a little bit of a context intro thing. So I prefer if you watch this so that you know my thoughts going into this. I don't think it'll take too long. I don't really know what this series is. I hadn't even heard about this series before this anime season came around. I think a couple people commented about it, saying, are you gonna watch Gachiakuta? And then I sort of looked at it and I realized, oh, this series is kind of people are kind of interested in it. It's made by Bones, I think. So I'm interested in it for that because I do like Bones quite a lot. Now, I will say, based on, like, the initial art that I've seen of the series, like the banner on Crunchyroll and stuff, it looks, like, cool, but also it looks like the sort of series I generally wouldn't care as much about. Like, to me, it gives me the vibe of, like, one of those types of series that is, like, based around spirits or demons or whatever, and it's, like, a bunch of crazy looking characters, and it's very dark and evil and whatever, right? And I mean, it's strange because I say that, but I also, you know, I like Demon Slayer. I quite like Jujutsu Kaisen. I love Mob Psycho. Like, there are definitely a lot of series out there that fit this vibe. But I just, in general, when I you know, when I think of that concept, I go, I don't really need to watch another anime about that stuff. So, but I don't know what this is about. I don't know the plot of this. I'm going purely off of the art style in that case, you know. It just looks like the same art style that and color scheme and stuff that those shows tend to have. But I don't know really anything about it. So I'm excited to jump in and see a new series. I really like... Sorry. I was just hearing a noise and I was wondering if my computer was dying. I really like going into a series being this blind on it because then I end up having, like, a really interesting experience. Whereas, like, if I went into it having watched trailers and, like, heard people talking about it, then, you know, it would be a different thing. I feel like maybe the writer of this series, there was something to do with them. I remember, like, back when someone mentioned this series, I, like, quickly looked it up to see if it was, like, worth reacting to. And I think I saw people say, like, oh, it's from the writer of this, or this person was an assistant of this person, or something along those lines. And so I think I remember, like, initially going, like, oh, that's interesting, but then not really retaining that information clearly. And finally, before we jump into it, the one sticking point that tends to be a major point of contention on the first episode, and then normally dies out in the comments after a while. But I'm going to be watching the dub of this show. It is a same day simul dub, so I had my choice of watching Japanese or English. On this channel, I sort of split I sort of go half Japanese, half English on a lot of shows. I choose on a per show basis. If the show is simul dubbed, then like I love getting the choice to go back and forth. I think I remember looking at the cast list and going, oh, the cast list for the English is one that I am interested in. So I decided to go with the English dub. I am almost definitely going to be sticking with that. So like, even if, you know, you're going to be like, oh, but the Japanese cast is like so incredible and you're never going to get the same experience or whatever. I've read a million of those comments before. And I have never once regretted my decision to choose one or the other audio in any case, really. So don't worry. If it is a really good show, I almost always will rewatch the show at some point, and I tend to rewatch it in the other language. So if I really end up liking the series, I will probably see it in Japanese at some point. But for my first watch, I like watching some things in English dub, and this show, it feels right to me to watch it in English dub, and I'm excited to see what it's like. So this is gonna be my first experience, but you know, I've explained myself. If people are still gonna leave rude comments about it, you're not the sort of person that I care about your opinion. If you're the sort of person who's gonna like write harsh comments about dub in my comment sections after clicking a video that has dub in the title. So that's that covered. Obviously I'm somewhat defensive about it, but when you've done the channel as I have and gotten so many comments about that over time, it gets a little old, you know, like I don't know what I'm talking about. I do know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna jump into episode 1, Gachiakuta. I'm really excited. Let's just jump into it. Here we go. It's said that when an object is treated with care, a soul will come to inhabit it. Okay. Like the ships in One Piece. So when trash is thrown out, what comes to inhabit it? Uh-oh. Are the villains in this show like trash that's thrown out?
It's all right. We can try fixing it, but that'll make it look ugly.
That's yours, voice actor, I think. Oh,
kitty cat this time.
that poor rabbit. They just go directly into a truck? Is that a thing that can happen? Humans think nothing of turning an object into trash. Are they gonna make me feel bad about throwing away trash? Should I be keeping this can on my desk forever? To dismiss it as filth. Never to hold any value again. They do this to other humans too. Alright. Now we're cutting through to the real shit. Gachiakuta! What an outfit. Those hats are wild. The music's cool.
You're the trash raider, aren't you?
The trash raider.
Holding on to clean, beautiful city?
So is the city proud of how clean they are? I guess that explains like the white outfits.
Open fire!
Oh! This music, I like the rap. Oh!
What a bunch of shitheads. Yeah, I'm the threat. Assholes.
Kind of cool design. Oh, you got the rabbit. The sphere.
Oh, did you hear? There was another trash raid last night. Can you believe?
Why do you care someone's raiding the trash?
I bet it was one of those people.
Oh. Okay, well. He's got a very dirty outfit,
See
so.
what I mean? Filthy. All tribesfolk are like that.
Why can't they
Tribesfolk.
just stick to their side of the wall?
Cool shot. Whoa, Jesus. I didn't think it'd be that stark a difference. Holy shit.
To blame when the apostles retaliate.
The apostles.
Rudo, did you go dumpster diving again?
Chiwa.
Don't chew me. The city folk get super upset about their trash. There's no telling
They got
what they'd
crazy
do if they ever
eyes.
caught you.
Those rich jerks are always tossing out stuff. But it's all still good, and I guess I feel sorry for it.
Yeah, I mean
How else am I gonna
the
afford
rabbit
to stay
seems
alive?
pretty good.
That is nasty.
What?
Did you
Look
wake
at your
up in a pile
city.
of dead cats or something? Hey, Chiwa.
Look around
What's
you.
up?
Everything's
Keep
nasty.
moving.
Gloves he never takes off. Bet they'll give you a flesh-eating rash if you touch him.
You think? I think the gloves actually look somewhat cleaner than the rest of it.
No one's gonna. It's creepy as hell. He's got like a disease or something.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, and
His dad's an actual homicidal maniac.
What?
So, this guy's dad went and screwed it up for all of us. Dude crashed out and went on a... No, he's not like us. And if you keep hanging out with
Okay,
him...
so it's not. It's bullying because his dad did something horrible, apparently.
See?
Whether that's true or not, I
He's
don't
got
know.
those freaks.
It's only a matter of time before you kill someone.
Do you want to
Psycho.
be on his target lists then? If you think he's a murderer?
those guys were being massive jerks, weren't they?
Aw.
Yeah, you think? Thanks. And you're.
Oh, and it seems like he likes her back a
So
bit.
adorable.
It's nice.
It looks practically brand new. You really are.
And I thought you.
You gonna give it to Chiwa?
I looked everywhere for you.
Oh.
Come on, we're heading home.
Mom.
He was gonna give her the little thing that she liked. Okay, so I like seeing that he's kind of soft with a
Back.
hard exterior.
Home.
What the fuck? It looks like
Oh,
Varric
that guy's
from
not for
Korra.
sale.
Recto! Spying isn't cool!
You know what is cool? Talk about your little trash raid. Off at risk, okay? I'm in charge until you're
Damn,
grown. So
this is a
chill
crazy
out.
shop.
They only found me this one
workshop.
time at Sribi and raised me like I was yours. I've always known we were a family.
They're a found
Just trying
family.
to show it.
That's nice.
If only you could be even a tenth as honest as that with Chiwa. I'll change the bandages on your hands while I'm at it. Gloves off.
Let's see what his hands look like.
You might not get so lucky next time.
We're not gonna
I'm
see it.
fine. It's really not that bad.
Oh, there we go.
It doesn't come close to the hurt my dad left me.
Okay, so the dad isn't referring to this guy. It's referring to his
You
actual
screw up
biological
badly
dad.
enough, even in this shit heap of a world.
Whoa.
And sometimes they give me this brain-melting pain
Oh.
whenever Recto saw it. And that's when he gave me my gloves.
What's his name? Recto?
And for that, I owe Recto everything.
I need to look up how to spell his name after this.
Back to the present. You're footing around with Chiwa. That one's a real catch, you know.
Yeah.
Some guy'll snatch her up. Maybe give her this little guy and a big old.
He was
smooch.
gonna do it!
Great! Why's it gotta be like that?
Is he gonna die? This mentor guy? Feels like the sort of setup of like, you know, early mentor. He's pushing him to be better. He's gonna die. I don't know. Let's see.
There's no fixing a messed up face like mine.
Your face is fine. It's a little scary, but I think a lot of people
Kinda early.
in this show have
She's
scary
probably home
faces.
right now.
Even Chiwa's face is a little scary, even though it's cute.
Worn out clothes. Or people.
Oh my god. Ugh. Wow. Wow, they just dropped them directly into the
My
pit.
dad got swallowed up by that blackness.
Wow.
The other two. I wonder what happens after you get dropped in there.
I mean, surely the fall would
Looks
kill
like
you
they're
alone.
sending down another criminal.
Yeah.
Is that Chiwa? Yeah,
Morning.
it is.
Chiwa! Hey!
What's going
Give her the
on?
rabbit or the
I
dog
hardly
or whatever.
ever see her. I don't want that to happen to you. So stay out of trouble for me.
Aww. Give her the
I know
fucking
there's a lot
dog.
of trash that...
We.
Oh.
Well, just, you know.
Aww. Is there a little blush from her? Give her the thing.
And I was like, oh, Chiwa might really like you.
Are you doing it?
But then, you might not since I got him from the dump.
Aww.
Still, even if you didn't like him, I figured he'd be happier with you than rotting away in the dark.
Aww.
I'll love him always.
So cute. It's the best day of his life.
I've got to find Regto and tell him everything. Face.
Oh no. Hopefully he's not dead or about to be thrown in the pit.
Is someone in trouble?
Maybe.
Yeah, Regto's gonna be in trouble, I bet.
Gotta get home so I can rub this in the old dirtbag's face.
Oh, I'm scared.
I know what he's gonna say. It doesn't count unless you get your butt back there and tell her how you feel.
Hey, Regto, you won't believe it. I ran into Chiwa.
Oh.
Okay,
finally
he's
tell her.
alive. Oh. Shit. Shit. What the fuck? What the fuck? He isn't alive. What? They faked me out. Jesus.
Get away from him, you son of a...
What the fuck? They leave you alive? Shit, man.
You're gonna be fine, okay?
Rudolph!
I thought it was coming.
Run, damn it! Change this shit heap of a world!
Oh my
Make
god.
it something worth living in!
He has that much faith in him. Oh, fuck! Is he being blamed for the murder?
Cut your red-handed, you filthy murderer!
Oh god.
What? No! Stop! What are you doing? He
He's
needs
been
help!
framed.
Murderer! You even got his blood all over you, see?
Yeah, I
So
could.
what? You've got to listen to me!
Why should we believe you? You're just tribesfolk filth.
Jesus
Enough of this
Christ.
bullshit already! Hey!
Why are they even here? Oh my god.
It's not true.
Yeah, she knows. Good.
Can't be.
Unsatisfied with hoarding refuse and besmirching our
So is this show gonna take
You're
place
so
in the
hungered for a
pit?
filthier sin. I sentence you to death by pit!
Jeez, man.
Anyone, just listen to me!
Oh, she's there with the dog.
Chiwa, please help me! The real killer is still out there!
I thought you were good,
Oh, she doesn't believe him.
but you aren't. You're just the son of a killer.
Shit, man. No! Is she voiced by Felicia Angel, by the way? It sounded kind of like her, but I don't know.
Piles of shit who can't even piss without permission.
Mm-hmm. There's a masked person. Oh my god. Whoa, the music. Oh my god.
You hear me?
Don't kill all of them. Oh. Oh, that was cool. Whoa. Look at this sequence. This is crazy. And what? What's gonna happen? Okay. Still going.
Oh, damn.
You survived. You survived that fall? That's crazy.
I remember falling and then...
Oh shit, is something else? What the fuck is happening?
Pit was like a giant dump.
What the fuck?
It's up. Be it things or people.
What the fuck is that?
It wasn't even remote.
What the fuck am I looking
It's
at?
not a landfill. It's hell.
Alright. Oh my god. This music's pretty cool. This song's really cool. Okay, that was episode 1 of Gachiakuta. Wow. That was an interesting start. I don't know if I have a vibe for the show yet. Like I'm not sure. Like it's strange. It sets this sort of show. I feel like the first episode, this is a really good way to set up like a world. Like I feel like they did good world building in this, where I have a good concept for this world now. What I don't really know is like what the show is gonna be, because there's a variety of things it could be. You know, it could be just a pure like revenge story type thing. It could be like a mystery, like stuff's happening in the pit. We need to like solve things that's going on in the pit. It could be just a straight up battle shonen, you know, like just fighting a series of people like down there. Maybe there's some sort of powers to it, or maybe it's just straight up, you know, they're just people. Like, there's so many things that this series could be, and I don't know what that is yet. It's not that this is a thing the episode did wrong. It's just I'm gonna need some more episodes for them to establish like more of what this series is gonna be. But so far it seems cool. It's got a cool vibe. I definitely have more of a connection with Rudo, I believe is his name. By the way, I mean, I'm never gonna see him again probably, but what's the guy's name? The other guy. I don't know what his name is. The mentor guy. Let me just see. Regto is his name. Okay. I wrote recto, like he was a rectum. But no, it's Regto. But it probably doesn't matter to have his name written down anymore because he's not going to be in the show anymore. I did see like that they were setting up the trope of like, you know, this is the mentor, this is going to be the one that dies early on and he's very inspiring and stuff. But yeah, it was a, you know, pretty solid setup, even though I feel like it's the sort of setup I've seen a decent amount. Not that I've seen this world necessarily, although I've seen worlds like this, but yeah, I wonder, you know, how the series is going to evolve from here. I think episodes 2 and 3 are going to be vital for this show's like to sell this show, because if episodes 2 and 3 are awesome, then it will make this episode really awesome as well. If episode 2 and 3 aren't really interesting, they don't have much going for it, then it will kind of feel like, well, the interesting part of the show was in this town, you know, because especially since when we start in this town and they spend the episode building up what, you know, what the dynamics are here and giving us a connection between Chiwa and Rudo, like giving us that connection there, and then at the end of the episode it drops us into a place that we haven't seen with no other characters. That's why I don't know what to expect. Like Chiwa, is she just now never going to be in the show again, you know, or like not until much later in the show if he ever gets back to the surface? Or is it like or does he get back to the surface very quickly in this show, you know? Like, is it like he goes down there, there's a small training arc or something of him down there, and then he gets back up immediately? Or is the entire series, the goal is to get back to there and then get his revenge or whatever, or like, or change the world, or do whatever he actually wants to do? It's hard to know. It's really, like, I can't quite see the vision yet, but I'm very interested in it. But yeah, I like the opening sequence where it's talking about, like, you know, objects with enough love, people say that they have a soul, but like, what about trash where people just like throw it away? And it shows it through the dog toy. It's like a rich girl had the dog toy. She was like, oh no, it's dead. And then the mother was like, well, it's gonna be gross if we fix it up, so let's just throw it away and get you a new one. And then, you know, you follow this cute toy, which, you know, I have, like, here, let me show you my toy. This right here is my childhood toy. I grew up with him. His name is Donkey. And this is a toy, I believe, from like Target or something. He's very, there's like no major stuffing left in him. There are several parts of it, like there's like a stitch going down this side where he was torn open at some point, you know, like I think at some point like a dog or something like ripped him up. I can't remember exactly how he was ripped up, but like there was a point where he was torn up. There's definitely a lot of wear and tear to Donkey, but I still care about him. I don't like, I just threw him onto the bed. I don't think about him too much, but I wouldn't want to get rid of him, you know, like it's something that does mean a lot to me. And it does add personality when there's wear and tear on it, you know? Like, if you just see like a very new toy, or you see this one, it's like, it's very clear this is like the well-loved one from your childhood, you know, rather than if you just like get a new shark from IKEA or whatever, then you'll be like, well, you just bought that. That doesn't have any like really emotional value for you necessarily. You just got it. So yeah, having those themes in the series, it's a decent way to start. But yeah, I mean, all of this relies on the next episodes, which is why I feel like this opening discussion is kind of tough to do. I was very connected to the Rudo and Chiwa, like, you know, running thing there. And I'm very sad at the way it ended there, of her just like being like just falling into believing everyone else and dropping the dog. Which, you know, maybe she has good reason to do that. Like it might really seem like she, you know, had heard from everyone that he did this, and then but at the same time, it's like he was with you when like it would feel weird him being like, here, I'm giving you this dog, and then he goes home and immediately murders. Like, it, you know, it would feel like a crazy mood swing. Whereas like it wasn't like it was a like that he was really depressed all that day and then they found this dead body. So yeah, like I feel like if I were her, it's hard to put yourself in those shoes, but I feel like if I was her, I would be like, there's got to be more to it than that. Like, maybe did Regto like attack him or something? Obviously we know, having watched the show, that Regto was murdered by someone else. But like, if I was her, I would have thought it would have been like in self-defense or something, because he was in like a good mood that day. You know, he was being flustered. He gave the toy over. Like, there was, you know, all of that stuff. But then again, you might just think, well, he's a maniac. Like, he's the sort of person, like, maybe he felt so happy he went and murdered because that's the sort of evil person he is. Or maybe he actually murdered him earlier in the day, and then gave that to me to like assuage his guilt or something. That could be something going through her head. And then if that's the case, she would want to drop it. She would want to make sure she doesn't have it, because it's like, well, this is a blood dog, you know? I don't want anything to do with this. So yeah. Anyway, there was several things in this episode that reminded me of like Fire Force, I guess, where it's like he has the hands and they're sort of blackened, but they like feel pain at strange points. Like, it kind of reminded me of the Adola Link or something in Fire Force. It kind of gave me that vibe, and also just like the main character looking quite evil, but seemingly having a somewhat of a pure heart. Although at the end there, I mean, he does seem to have a little bit of a temper, and at the end there, he seems like he was full of rage. But you know, he was accused of murder and about to die, so he was in a grieving place. I can't really judge him for how he responds to the whole world like going to murder him after he already was at his deepest loss after losing his basically his father. So yeah. Anyway, that's Gachiakuta episode 1. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I will see you next time. Goodbye.